Okay, so it was funny. So this morning on our workout Zoom, we were like, "What should we talk about today?" And we were talking about just some different things, and it kind of came up. Let's talk about getting results, maybe why you're not seeing results. But I also want to reframe it, especially if you have read the email or seen anything about the fact that Beachbody is changing to body and why that change is happening, because I think it's really important to look at results in different ways. And sometimes we're so focused on the result of a weight or a size or in inches, and so we're going to connect with some other ways to look at results, but we're also going to talk about the things that will change the scale and will change inches, because those things also happen when you're on plan, things are going well, when you've kind of found your groove with your nutrition plan and your workouts. So we'll kind of cover it all. So let's dive in. I made a little list here, so I don't want to miss anything. Okay. Okay, so first let's talk about, so if you like, maybe you were seeing results, but it's slowed or you're not now. So there's a few things that I think is really important to look at. And we'll start with exercise. So I know right now we're going from a summer to a fall to it's feeling like winter this morning. It's been 41 all day here and rainy. So I know I'm not going to be quite as active as I would have been in the summer, right? So if you are doing less steps, maybe you would walk more in the summer. Maybe you've changed your workout program. Like I went from heavy lifting and lift more to 4 weeks for everybody. There's a big difference in a calorie burn there. So if things are not clicking in where you want to be going, what is there something that's changed in your exercise program or in your day-to-day activity? Because I think sometimes like a change of season, if you're missing out on, probably even 1,000 to 2,000 steps, that's somewhere between 50 and 100 calories likely. That can add up over the week, right? So just kind of be cognizant. And I'm not saying, you have to get your steps in or, get to that tracker. I'm just saying, think about that as an idea or, a place where maybe things have shifted a little bit, right? And if you've changed exercise programs, so if you've gone from lifting to less lifting, hour program to a half hour program, your nutrition plan should change with that. So we recalculate our calories every 30 days and or with the change of program. Okay. So definitely something to check out there. And there's something else I was going to say about exercise. Okay. It'll come back around. Train always comes back around. Hi, Sandra. How are you?
Hi. It's been a rough day.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right. Well, we'll have some fun here and then it'll be a little bit better.
All right.
So then the second piece is let's look at your nutrition plan. Now, I know sometimes when we start out, we're super good about the measuring, we're super good about the tracking, and then maybe that drifts a little bit. Or maybe it's I'm just going to have a little extra here, or I'm going to have a bite of this, or my kid didn't finish this, so maybe I'll just have a little of that. And I'm not saying those things are like, they happen, right? But no, that also changes your calorie intake. So if you are going into this and you're like, I'm not losing weight, it's not working, the scale's not moving. And most of the time, I think when we get really fed up, it's because the scale's not moving. But those are all things that contribute to that piece. And sometimes our bodies have to be pretty right on to make that weight change. But you could be making changes still in your inches. If you're doing your workouts and eating well most of the time, you're likely feeling so much better. That's a big change, right? I know a lot of us on the gut protocol, being in a less inflammatory, set of foods, our moods are better. and you're just feeling good overall, even though the scale may not change. So just, I don't want it to feel like you have to be exact all that 100% of the time. I want it to be more of these are just the reasons things are happening. I like to look at things as an observation and like you're a science project versus, this is like, you're a bad person, you can't follow this. None of that at all, right? We need to kind of let that piece go and observe what's happening, because these are the smaller pieces and where things can be affected. And I just hate for you to feel like you're not doing well because of those pieces, right? Because anytime you are helping yourself, boosting your mood with a workout, right? I like to go into my workouts and think, okay, I'm just going to come out of this and feel a little better about Deanna and where we're headed today, instead of feeling frumpy or because it's cloudy and I'm crabby or whatever it is, right? Like, it's not about how that scale changes as much as it is about how you just feel good in the skin you're in right now. I feel like I'm mumbling a little bit, but you guys are with me. Like, I'm on the babble session. I'm on my soapbox. Okay. So then the other piece to look at, how's your sleep? Sleep affects your hormones. Sleep, and how's your stress? Both things can affect your hormones. Both things can affect your body's ability to repair itself in between and to have your everything functioning on an optimal level. So I noticed this week, I had to take a nap this week because I was like, I'm running on at least a half hour less on average this week for some reason of sleep. And it's definitely catching up to me. So even something as simple as 20 minutes to a half hour, if you're missing that every day, that adds up over the course of a week. So prioritizing getting to bed, maybe, skipping that last, Netflix or whatever, just so you can get a little extra time in, whatever it is. But sleep is definitely a priority and shows up in your results. It helps. Mm-hmm. I mean, when you had enough sleep, the cravings are different. You just don't have the same kind of need to go for quick energy, like sugary things. That happens a lot of times when you're sleep deprived. So definitely look at that, see how you're doing with your sleep. We now have a product called Last Thing that I don't go to sleep without because I love it. It's like my sleep is just so much, I don't know, everything's just a little more chill. I just kind of drift off. I stay asleep better. And when I wake up, I feel more refreshed. So something to look into if sleep is your issue for sure. I thought I was a good sleeper, but I do have to say I felt improvement with it regardless. And then, all right, our last thing, and this is the big one. This is all about our mindset, right? The results you're feeling like you're not getting. I wonder, I bet things have changed, right? I'm sure if you have gone through the process, if you're creating these habits, you're getting a workout in, you're eating better foods than you used to, how often are you reflecting on that? Like this month compared to 6 months ago or compared to a year ago, how much more dialed in are you on what you're putting in, on what movement you're doing, on how you're helping yourself, if you're getting more sleep, all of those things. How have you been helping yourself? And really feel great about that, because it could have just been nothing over the last year. There's a lot of people who don't change anything. We're going to go into January and everybody's going to have some big goals, and they'll get to the next January and it's still the same situation because of not attempting to do these things, right? The things we're doing, we're trying to change habits that we've been at for decades, likely, right? And so it's not like they just stop and all of a sudden you're like a new person and they revert. So be really proud and excited about the work you have done and the work you continue to do. The fact that this isn't, a quit time, right? Like this isn't, you may not feel like you are where you should be, but you're not where you were. And that's the biggest difference, because a lot of people are. And so I think you really have to give so much more credit to how far you have come, how you're doing things differently. I was trying to think, like this Halloween, it's like Halloween candy can literally sit all around me. I could sit in a chair of Halloween candy and I'd be like, right? Like that doesn't get me excited anymore. Which is so weird, because like literally I'd probably take down some of my children for some Almond Joys, some Reese's about 5 years ago. Still, I'd sneak that out of there before they got up the next morning so I could have the treat. It's things like that and I'm like, wow, this is so different. Like I literally worked out this morning next to a tub of full-size candy bars that were left over. And it's like, but you know what I mean? That's all up here, because I know like it doesn't taste as good. Now I did have some chocolate chips last night that are dark chocolate because those sounded good. Right. But that's the difference, right? Like it's taking into account, like I can have something that's not going to feel like I've crushed everything or, thrown away things, and still feel really great about it, and just live my life and be okay with where things are at. So, okay, that's enough talking from me. My God. Okay. So how are you guys feeling about results and, where you're at and where you feel like you can help yourself with this?
I mean, I've made improvements with my eating, but I mean, I know I'm still a long way off. But, it's like I said, I mean, unfortunately, I hate to say that, but for us, it's still the money thing. It's still having enough money to get as much as I need.
Right.
And I know that does hinder, but it's kind of like what they keep saying. It's like, do you feed just yourself or do you feed a little bit to the whole family? So it's, that's where we are right now. So
right.
I don't get enough protein in, I don't get enough veggies in, but, at least cutting out the gluten, I'm not 100% there yet, cutting out my cheese. I'm still, sometimes struggle bus. I'm trying to make a point to get my water in, but it's like, I know the last few days, the stress has hit me hard. My insomnia's come back. Stress, insomnia. And there was something else. My brain fog is just so bad too lately.
Right.
But,
yeah.
Until I can alleviate the stress a little bit. That's my biggest thing. Oh, and the hormones. So, when you get all that stuff together,
Right. Yeah. And that's a lot. And you're in a stressful situation right now. And I mean, it's not like you just have like a regular day-to-day thing happening. You have a lot of stress happening right now. And you're going through a season where this is going to feel harder, and it's going to be harder. Mm-hmm. But the fact that you're still doing the things you can when you can is big, because imagine how you'd feel if you weren't doing those things. Mm-hmm. And if you weren't kind of looking out for yourself and what you're eating.
I may not have gotten my workout in today like I wanted, but I did a lot of work outside raking. So, not an actual workout, but at least I was still physical. So,
yeah. And I would say there is a really great meditation under relaxation and meditation. I think it's under unstress for sleep, for going back to sleep. It's really good.
That one out.
Yeah, it's really good.
I haven't seen that one, so I'll have to look for that one.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's under the unstress program.
Okay. I'll have to look for it.
Yeah. And you just pop some earbuds in and
if you just actually type in back to sleep on the app, it comes up.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Cool. Thank you.
I know, I've used it plenty of times.
I was using it and then I had the wireless earbuds in and then I'd be totally knocked out, but then I'd wake myself up because those things were uncomfortable. So I needed to figure out a way to like go, like either just have it sitting there and do it or something. Cause
Yeah, that's what I would do. I would just have it play on my nightstand. Scott snores so loud, it really just doesn't matter.
I don't snore.
Yeah.
I understand your what you're saying.
Yeah. Like I mean, like literally that's I've gone through stages where sometimes I would be listening to something because my mind was so busy that I would have to listen to something to distract my mind. And then I've gone through seasons where I'd be able to sleep fine and go to sleep fine. But like it's usually more about just drowning his snoring out so that it isn't annoying to me. Like I will listen to the exact same Friends episode.
I've always suffered with insomnia. So it's like, you know, I can go like months on end with like 1 to 2 hours of sleep.
Wow.
You know, and it's like people are like, how are you even functioning? It's like, I find a way, you know, and then I have the chronic fatigue on top of it. So that don't help. And then I'll go through my periods where it's like, all I'm doing is sleeping. But, you know, when your sleep is like that, you really, there's that phrase of you can't catch up. And it's true. You don't catch up with it. So, you know, I just have to learn to function.
Yeah.
And then I get like what's happened to me the last 6 months where it's just complete crash down. So, but I'm working on myself. I'm trying.
Yep. And the good news is you have great tools to help, and hopefully, you know, you can make these shifts. And so it's not as, you know, big a difference and big a drops in between. Yeah. Anyone else want to talk about your, you know, how you're feeling about results or anything with that topic? We're all quiet. Okay. So, we can move on to anything else anyone wants to talk about. If I don't know if anybody like gut protocol right now is doing reintroduction. So we're day 4 into that. So we probably reintroduced 1-ish thing at this point, and maybe 2. And does anybody have anything they want to talk about that?
I should have wrote it down. I had a question and
maybe
I thought about it a few days ago, and I'm like, I'll just bring it up on Thursday, and then I forgot.
Yeah, it'll come back around, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
And so we are also starting another gut protocol group that will start a prep week on Monday. And it's just, we've just had, you know, I think when you're talking about your food and how everybody's feeling, it's just bound to get out there and more people want to try it. So if you know of anybody that wants to join us, that group opens up on Monday, and we're going to add them into our current chat. So that way, you know, as I think some people probably stay on gut protocol or come back to it, come in and out of it. Doesn't matter. You're welcome to stay in the chat for as long as you like.
So one of my biggest struggles will always be the amount of food that the plan for. So if I'm maintenance, that's plan C for me. And Bev, I think you can appreciate it. That is a lot of food. And I barely eat all of the food in plan A most of the time. So I have a feeling what I've been doing is not necessarily starving myself, but, you know, so I'm going to try actually doing a maintenance plan C, but wow, I don't even know how I'm going to eat all that food.
Well, and I wonder if you're just going to have to look for a few containers that have less volume, more density in some way, right? So that you can get it in. I mean, that's kind of easy to pick with vegetables, right? Because you can do some leafy things to make that simple, but protein's a little trickier. You know, like to me, I don't feel as full off fish versus maybe a turkey burger or chicken. You know, I think you'll just have to look and see some of the different protein options and then how you feel on them. Like 2 hard-boiled eggs may not feel like as big as much as chicken breasts. I don't know. You know what I mean? You'll just have to kind of play with it. And it can be kind of a buildup too. You know what I mean? Like instead of going from where you're eating now and just trying to get all of C in, you know, add like 2 containers for a couple days and then bump up another container for a couple days and then bump up another container for a couple days until you're at a level, you know, so your body's adjusting the whole time.
Okay.
I've been eating in B and, but you know, my workouts are all like a half hour or less and they've been really minor, but I'm going to start getting into Healthy Obsession plus hammer workouts. So I'm definitely going into C to, have enough.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I could do those workouts now off the quantity of food I'm eating. At least not very long.
Not very long. Well, like this morning, oh my gosh, I got halfway through my workout and I thought I was going to pass out. I just needed food.
So like, had you eaten before your workout?
Yeah, but it was about, let me see, I ate about 7:30 and I didn't work out until at least 2 hours later. So I really needed to eat that half an hour before, but I kind of got busy doing stuff. So
and it may even be adding in, like if whatever you had this morning, say was you weren't like at your full point, maybe you can add a container in there, right? You know, so maybe it's like finding meal times where you could add a container in and it doesn't, you know, make you feel too full kind of a thing.
Right. Okay. I'll have to play around with it.
Yeah.
I might have to recalculate my containers for this.
Yeah.
Because I've been eating in A. So
yeah.
Because B was
I just want to do B. Yeah. But I know that's not right.
Well, but if you've been eating in A, I mean, do B for a couple days. I mean, you could, you know what I mean? To get used to it.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would imagine it's going to be B because I just can't imagine that I'll end up in C. Because even with Lift More, I wasn't.
3. Yeah, whatever it is, zone 3. Here, let's go look it up really quick. So yes, this is a great reminder as you are changing your workout plan. And so let's say you're going to stay in gut protocol for nutrition.
So do I look under gut protocol to find that?
No, so you're going to go to portion fix.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I'm like,
let's do it together. We'll figure out Bev's calories.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Let's do that, shall we?
Portion fix. We're going to go to the program materials. We're going to calculate our calorie target.
Where are we?
We're going to scroll down here.
So it's
zone 3. Where are the formulas?
I know.
Yeah, they're
keep scrolling. You got to keep scrolling.
Hold on. It's find your calorie graph. That's where it is.
Okay. So now, are you going to do zone 3 to lose weight, to maintain current weight, or to build muscle?
Do you really think 3 weeks? I mean,
I know. See, that was my thing. So that's why I'm like,
yeah.
Maintain.
So what do you think? So you just want to do maintain current weight?
Yeah, I would think so. Okay. I'm not.
So yeah, that's why there's so much scrolling to get down here. Did you find it?
Yeah.
So so zone 3, which zone 3 for everybody, zone 1 is going to be like half hour, less than a half hour less, like lower. Zone 2 is going to be 30 to 45 minutes ish. And zone 3 is going to be around that hour mark for workouts. So if you're really, this is what used to be called, exceptionally challenging. What was it? It was something like,
I remember it now.
Extremely challenging. There we go. I knew it was an E. I'm like, it wasn't exceptional. So, so we are going to do zone 3 to maintain weight. That's going to be your body weight times 11, which gives you your baseline. Then you're going to add 600 calories.
Yeah.
So then now you know your calories. Do you want to see what those are? Are you?
It's 1975.
Okay, so now we're going to take that 1975. We're going to go to the gut protocol. We're going to go to our program materials or resources on here. Sorry. You're going to find the hybrid container plans or vegan container plans, whatever you are. And you're going to look for where the 19 what?
1975. Holy cow, I am in Plan C.
Yeah, in Plan C.
Isn't that scary?
Oh, Plan C is great.
I'm kind of excited about it.
Are you?
But I only get it for like 3 weeks. I mean, yes, because I'm all about the food.
Unless you decide to continue on with that level of training.
No.
Okay.
I already know that's not happening. My body cannot take that. That's not where my body's at in life. It needs to.
Here's the other thing to be aware of too, right? Like if you're going to do a healthy obsession, and this is a lot different than what you've been doing, you're going to up your calories. So your body's going to have a little adjustment there. You're going to up your weights and stress on your body. You're going to have some inflammation. So you're going to have an adjustment in your weight right there.
Yeah.
You will likely retain some extra water, but it's not a time to freak out. It's just, it's all good. You are going to be lifting such heavy weights and feeling amazing and fueled and strong like bull. So.
Okay, so here's another question. So I haven't been consistent with the supplements either for gut protocol. So remind me when you're supposed to take them and how many of each of them.
2 optimize with meals or half hour before meals, but as you have meals, you're 3 meals,
3 meals a day.
Yeah. So
6 optimize per day. Okay.
Revitalize is once in the morning, and I believe it's just 1 pill.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And again, just take it with your optimize. So same timing.
Okay.
Yep. Are you still taking HCL?
Yes.
You'll have to see how that works in combination.
Do you think it'll have an adverse effect?
If you start feeling like you're getting indigestion, then that's a sign that that you might have too much going on there.
Okay.
Normally it's the opposite. Like, if you're getting indigestion and you're not taking something like that, that's a sign that you don't have enough stomach acid. But since you've reached that point where you're not having that type of issue and your bloating and whatnot has gone down, that would be what I would look for.
Okay.
Hi, Tracy. All right. So what other questions do we have around that? What is everybody doing in November? What's your workout?
Sure to work out.
Well, I'm doing healthy obsession. And then in between that, I will sprinkle in some 9-week control free because I finished 3 weeks. So
you're all autumn all the time, huh?
I go autumn the whole time. Yeah. Whoo, that's a lot of boobs. Yeah.
Hey everybody. Sorry, I can't figure out this Zoom thing on my phone.
No worries.
I'm like, how do I talk to everybody? I'm like, I don't know. It's terrible. Hi. I'm gonna be doing. I just finished Lift More, and I'm trying to figure. I think I might do the healthy obsession as well. Or I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do next because I need to take a break on a little bit of lifting. That was a lot of lifting and Lift More.
Yeah, it is. And it's funny because when I got done with Lift More, I went over to 4-week for everybody just because I thought it would be a nice break because I knew I wanted to go into Hammer and this healthy obsession. So yeah, it's like giving your body a break once in a while is a good thing.
Yeah, my elbow is starting to hurt and stuff. So like I might go a little bit more cardio. I did 30-day breakaway. I don't know if you guys have done that. I love that program.
Yeah.
I love that. She sneaks up on you. Like it doesn't seem so bad. And then like, you're like, ooh, girl.
Yeah.
And those runs are like no joke, but they feel good. But
Yeah,
like,
totally.
that's a good program, and her lifting is pretty cool too.
Yeah, I mean, when she grabs 25s at one in one of the workouts, I was like, oh, okay, she's for real. Like, let's go. Cause like, wow, she's a beast. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hate running, and I actually ran through that program because of her in my ear. Like, it helped me so much to have her, like, whatever, coaching she was doing along the way was like the perfect timing for everything.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, because like I like that too. And like when she says like, oh, like straighten up or lean forward, and I was like, is she watching me? Because like that's exactly what I was doing. It's like lengthen your stride, or shorten your stride, or whatever it is. Like I was like, it's weird because she's in my head.
She's so spot on. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked it. Yeah, her talking in my ear didn't bother me. Like, I liked it. So, yeah.
No, I felt like I'd have quit a lot earlier. You know what I mean? Like, if she wasn't, it's like, and it felt like it went faster because I was just paying attention to her and whatever it was. So, yeah, I really like that got me through the program for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. So I did that, and sometimes I do. I don't know if you guys heard of Burn Boot Camp. I do that sometimes. Like they have like a free class on Tuesdays on YouTube on their YouTube channel, and that's a really good one too.
Yeah, and I think so now that we have the open fit programs, I think Tough Mudder is going to be kind of like that. We have some burn like locations here, and from what I've seen of what their workout looks like, I think it's going to be like that Tough Mudder program, and I've heard a lot of people say good things about that one. So it's in the open fit listing.
Yeah, I want to try that because I've done 4 Tough Mudders.
Oh, nice. So, yeah.
So it'd be I noticed that when I was going through all the I don't know if you guys see in the open fit, there's the one with the girls that are stunt women. That one looks kind of crazy.
Yes.
That one looks pretty
There's
good.
some cool stuff on there. I mean, I have not had any time to kind of explore it because, body itself has so many cool things coming out. It's like there's only so much I can do in a day, but man, there's some really cool options now.
Did you guys do the body one on Jericho's on Halloween, the spooky one? That was kind of funny.
I did Jared's ride instead, where he was the horse.
Oh, she was like
I did one of Jericho's.
Oh, did you?
I don't know which one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did one of Jericho's. I was in the podcast of one of them.
She has the best music in all of her programs.
She does.
She has like the best soundtracks. Yeah. It's like that. Even the spooky one was like, oh man. And I know, I think you only get to listen to like the actual music like the first time through or whatever. But yeah, she always has like the best soundtrack and the best music.
Yeah. Yeah. And no matter where she is, she does. Cause like when we were down in Punta Cana with her, it like she had the best playlist ever. I'm like, I just want to get this playlist. It's amazing.
Yeah. She's really good. I like Eric's playlist.
Yeah.
The body trainer, Eric. I love his playlists. And somebody else, I'm like blanking. Joel's. I know some people don't like it because it's more rock, but I really like his playlist usually. So I love the body platform, actually. That's like my favorite. That's what I've been doing pretty much since I finished Lift More, which my body prefers the heavy lifting over cardio, like by a lot. So I've been doing cycling a lot, and I can tell. It's like, oh my gosh, I can really tell because I push myself and hit zone 3 and live in zone 3 so much that my body's not like, it's not happy. Like, no, we're not. Yep. Tomorrow I will be doing Vetus's yoga, and that will be good. Which I never miss a Vetus yoga because he has the best yoga ever.
He does. Yeah, he's awesome. Anything he does on body is awesome.
Yeah. Yep. His playlists are hit or miss. Sometimes they're really like poppy and really cool. And then other times they're just like Zen. So it's not like something that you can really, sing along with in your head or something. But I don't know. I'm usually focused on whatever he's saying. So,
That makes me think, okay, so I was on a call with Jared and I follow him on Spotify now. So he puts all of his playlists in Spotify. And I wonder if Jericho or some of the other trainers do the same thing. Like
I know
when
that
taking
Autumn
these body
used to.
classes.
Mm-hmm.
Because they do
Probably.
have, I mean, there's tons of playlists to our bod programs. Like Lift More has them, and there's all of those in there. So if you like a specific thing, you can go to your Spotify and play that. But now I'm kind of wondering if like Jericho, let's see.
If Jericho has her own.
Right. Like, yeah.
Maybe.
Here's a Jericho McMatthews pumped up pop workout. It's an hour and 16 minutes. So she's got some stuff in here. So yeah. So if there's a certain trainer you like their selection, you can go find them on Spotify. Play it out.
Nice.
All right. Does anybody have questions? Did Christina or Jen, did you want to share what you're doing this month? Or I don't mean to
I'm not sure what I'm doing. I just want to lose weight. So I don't know what the best program to do is.
The one you'll
I've
do.
been stuck.
You know what I mean? Like,
what's that?
Well, the one that you'll stick to, right? Because I mean,
yeah,
if you do some cardio, it's a burn for the moment. If you do weights, it's a burn for the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But all of them burn some calories, and getting consistent in getting a workout in will just help fuel you to continue wanting to do it and feeling good doing it. So if that's not a habit for you, that's the most important part to work on, is finding something that just gets you moving. And then you can fine tune it, right? Like you can change up different styles when you're in the habit and you'll get it done, whether you like it or not.
Do you have a favorite trainer?
Not really. I've liked a lot of different programs. I've completed like 4 rounds of the 4 weeks for everybody, and I'm just kind of done with that one because I've done so many months of that one that like I like it, but I like Autumn a lot. So I don't know if she's my favorite. I also like Jericho, and I like the one that did MBF. What's her name?
Oh yeah,
Megan.
Yeah.
Megan, yeah, she's really good too. I like her. Yeah. So and Sean T. Like there's not one that I don't like really. So I guess I can't say that I have a favorite because I like a lot of them. It's hard to choose.
Yeah. Well, and there's a lot of good, like if you don't want to get into a program that's longer, there's a lot of great 1-week programs, so you can bounce around a little bit, but you're still getting great workouts in there. Like A Little Obsessed is really good. Clean Week. I'm trying to think of all the different names.
Sean Week.
Oh, that one's really good. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Are all the week ones?
Yeah.
Oh, there's A Little Obsessed. There's A Little More Obsessed. There's Freak Week. There's Sean Week.
Oh yeah, Freak Week's good on in there.
I've seen a lot like in the bod like Facebook page, and I'll have to find it because I have the images. People post like hybrid calendars and all that stuff. Well, they I've seen some where it's like a different work. It's for the month, and it's like different workouts every day. You can always try that, and like it's like people post these images, like they create them themselves, I think. And you can always try something like that, and it's just a little bit of everybody. And then you can see if it like one catches, your attention, and you like one more than the other. And that if I find the image, I'll post it in the chat and stuff. But you might want to try that if you don't know which one, and this one gives you a little bit of everything.
Yeah, thank you. That's a good idea.
6:30 is a week long.
Yes, 6:30.
Oh yeah.
So that's a good one to sprinkle in there as well, because you're getting the lifting.
Oh yeah, I did the other one, 6:45.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Is
Mhm.
Healthy Obsession, is every workout an hour on that one?
I think so.
Yes.
I don't know if the zoo is an hour. Was Cardio
The
Fusion?
zoo.
Yeah.
Cardio. The zoo.
It is the zoo. It's just going to be called different. We all know that.
We all know what the zoo is.
We all know
Yeah.
what's got going on here. Yeah.
I think they are all planning on being an hour.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. So
I'm kind of interested in trying it, but I don't know.
Have you done a little obsessed?
I have not. No.
I would definitely look
think
at that then, because that's the precursor into 80-day obsession, which is going to be similar to healthy obsession.
yeah, like try that.
Okay.
Try
And
it
that's
tomorrow maybe
Okay.
and see what you think of it.
Okay.
But it is
Let's do that.
definitely shorter. The workouts are much shorter, like
Right.
30, 40, isn't it? 30 to
I think
40
they're
minutes.
just 30. They're just 30. Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that would
Okay.
give you an idea of how Healthy Obsession is going to be as far as the moves are concerned.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She does like to do
Yeah.
complex moves.
Mhm.
And so some people are kind of like, and some people are like, oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Well, she liked oh, I just completely lost it. Control Freak. She liked Control Freak, and that was like total complex moves with
Yeah.
like
Same idea. Except now
acrobatics.
you're adding in loops and sliders instead
Right.
of the whatever that
The track.
The track.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, the sliders I don't have. I've never done
You can
those
use paper
before.
plates. If you have carpet, you
Yeah.
can use paper plates.
Mhm.
Yeah. Or you
It's
can step.
carpet, yeah. Okay. Okay, cool.
Either way. Either
Yeah.
way works.
I've been using towels this week because I can't find my slides. And I ordered.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
But
Thank
yeah,
you.
I will say when it comes to hour-long workouts I remember when I did Insanity way back when I had to fuel myself. Like it was no joke. Like I had to make sure I was eating enough, or the next day I would not be able to make it through my workout. Like, I mean, I would bonk. That's what they used to call it. Like I would get to a point where it was just like I would hit a wall. And it was like everything that I could do to finish that workout because I was dying because I didn't eat enough the day before. So, I mean, that program actually taught me a lot about like how much your nutrition impacts. I mean, it really, really did. Yeah. So.
Okay, one more question. So the Power Greens,
Yeah.
the little packs that come, I think I've asked this before, the little packs that come in the Ultimate Reset, those are 2 of those is 1 green, correct?
Yes. And it's, because it's 1 scoop per packet, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
And 2 scoops equals a green.
2 scoops is a green. So I can do 2 of those to make one of my greens.
Well, are the veggies what you have a harder time getting in volume, or is it protein?
Protein.
Yeah. And which is also going to be really important, right? So, and I mean, you could potentially do a Recover as one of your vegan proteins, but you're going to be gut protocol too. So it's like you have to outweigh the sugar.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends on what else you're having in your day, but that is a way to get a decent amount of protein for a red and not a lot of volume.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh, that's right. You're not supposed to have the Recover on gut protocol.
You can, you just only, like if you're on maintenance, you can have 15. So like when I'm on maintenance, I do Shakeology, 1 scoop of Energize, and I can still have Recover, a full scoop of Recover. I think if you're in the 10 gram, you only get a half scoop of Recover with those things together.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, because you'll go over your sugar limit if you have a full scoop.
Right.
Yeah. So it's about the sugar with that.
And I've been trying to take Recover.
I thought the Recover, wasn't it if you took it within 30 minutes of working out, it's the free?
It is, but you still have to count the sugar on Gut Protocol.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're taking the performance line when intended with any program, it's a freebie. But with Gut Protocol, because you're tracking that sugar and caffeine, you have to take into account both those things. So, you can't do 5 shots of Energize in a day. Needs to be on, 2 or less. And then you also have to account for that sugar. So what else, the other things you're having.
Okay. I see.
Yeah. All right. Any other questions, comments? Anything you want to talk about?
What about the recharge? Is anybody still drinking that?
I have 1 scoop left.
You want mine? I don't drink it.
You want to bring it with you to Seattle? I will drink that stuff. I love it.
I think I'm only taking like 2 scoops out of it.
Oh.
So if you want it, you can have it.
You want to fly it to Seattle?
Yeah.
Do you have room? Okay.
If I can fit it in, somewhere else.
I get to see Sue this weekend, and we're going to work out with Amwala live on Sunday.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, it will be a good time.
Oh, I'm so jelly.
I know. This will be my second time with him live, and he's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh man. I love the work too. That one is crazy.
Yeah. He keeps saying he's developing a new program, so we'll see. I don't know if that's a body block or if it's a bod program. We'll have to see what it works.
Well, are they gonna still do like bod programs? I thought, or are they all just gonna be transferring to body block?
Nope, they'll still be 2 releases a year, is my understanding.
Okay.
Well, but it wouldn't be body blocks. I don't think he's slated for a body block.
Oh, he's not?
No, I don't.
I don't think so.
Oh,
because it's literally
program.
They're redoing, they're redoing the old programs. So like, I want to say there's like T25. Is T25 getting redone?
Yes.
Yeah. And then, I don't remember seeing him as one of them.
Yeah. So maybe he's getting the program then, and everybody else is recreating a body block. I don't know.
Yeah. I think it's like all the programs that weren't in real time now get to be on real time. Which I'm so excited about.
Now you get them updated.
Oh boy. Yeah. My body's gonna hate me.
We have meal prep class, not this weekend, but next weekend, November 13th. We are making salted chocolate maple pecan bars. So get you some chocolate Shakeology out or something equivalent that you think will taste good. A cafe latte will be good in it. I think cookies and cream will be fine. But anything like that. There's a chicken and mushroom saute, so that will have a little bit of sauce. So that'll be good either over some rice or some noodles or miracle noodles. And then what's the other thing? Oh, curried carrots. So we're just gonna put some carrots in a skillet, like a cast iron skillet, if you have it, or something that'll help them caramelize, and caramelize them up with some curry, and that'll be yummy too.
That all sounds fantastic.
Yeah, it sounds really good.
Yeah.
And there's no sugar in those caramel bars.
The carrots? Right? Oh yeah, probably not. No. What is there? There's a quarter cup. Is there a quarter cup of maple syrup with the peanut butter and the Shakeology? Is that how it works?
Yeah, I think it's a quarter cup.
You made them. You should remember.
I do remember.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
No
sugar. Everyone will have to let me know how those come out.
We will, yeah. And it, there's a lot of great Shakeology for dessert options on there. If that's, something that would like to replace a traditional dessert with, there's a lot of great options on there.
So I thought I would be there for the meal prep, but right now I don't think I will be. So
okay. Well, you can replay it with us in your own kitchen on your own time, and you can just talk to us like we're there. We'll try to.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out my weekend next weekend, and we're trying to figure out if I'm trying to find a room for the whole weekend. Cheap, but everything is gosh darn expensive. Because my run is like 3.5 hours away, so I really don't want to leave.
Yeah.
I don't really want to leave at 2:30 in the morning to be there by 6:30.
Yeah, that will be rough. Yeah.
And then driving home afterwards, so 8 hours driving, and I'm estimating like it'll take me about 5 hours to get this whole thing done.
Right.
So I'm like, I don't.
Oh, really that's a long one then. Is it?
I'm doing the half marathon.
Yeah? Okay. Wow.
But being sick for so many months, I haven't quite gotten myself to running the whole thing.
Yeah.
So it'll be walking the whole thing. So it'll take me about 4.5 hours to do it.
Yeah.
And it's in the mountains. So
all right. That's gonna be a great accomplishment.
That's a great idea. Have you run a marathon before?
No.
Wow. Kudos to you.
Well, this is just the half marathon. I'm working my way up.
That's
so
okay.
I started I've been wanting to do them for 20 plus years now. So this year I finally started with the 5Ks. And then I thought this one would be cool, half marathon. But when I signed up, I didn't think, I was going to be as drained as I've been. So I would have been further along, but I'm still going to show up and do it. I paid for it.
You're at where you're at, and it's going to be great.
Yep.
That's awesome. Well, good. Well, make sure you share
Good luck.
picture in the group so we can cheer for you.
But no Michael Myers at this one, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, that was creepy. Yeah.
That was.
Yeah. Hopefully everybody's put their Halloween costumes away.
Yeah, I mean, when I first saw the guy, it was like all of a sudden it's like, what? He's like coming down the side of me, and I'm like, okay, somebody came in costume.
Right. Creepy.
Yes.
All right, everybody. Well, if there's no more questions, we'll call it a night. And I'm trying to think of what tomorrow is for our Funky Friday.
Tomorrow is Day of the Dead.
Oh, okay. I need to wear some skulls tomorrow. Skulls. I'm on it.
I'm really looking forward to
but
huh?
I have a shirt I like that's got I think it goes like this. The skull's hands like this or like this. I can't remember, but don't know if it fits me right now.
You just hold it with your head out of
I'll be using a filter because I don't have anything. I will wear black and a filter.
See, that's always an option too. So if anybody's feeling like they don't have something that matches the Funky Friday, there is always a filter. There's a filter for everything.
Yeah, from what I understand, there's like a lot of sugar skull.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Things. I don't know. So
yeah. Yeah. Perfect.
So that's
all right. And anything comes up, or Sandra, if you remember your question, just pop it in the group and we can chat about it in there.
All right.
If anybody wants to cycle back into the new group, like if you're in the current gut protocol group, but you would like to start over again in the new group, just mention it to your coach and we'll get you in there.
Yeah, I definitely do.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Okay. I'll get you added in. I will get you added in then. I will do that. And Jen, do you want me to add you? Did you talk to your...
I think I added Jen already because she used the link in our chat. Yep.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
I did the link.
Once you do your onboard pending, I can make you an admin so you can add people.
What on? Okay.
So
sorry, you lost me. What do you
just when you go in and say, yes, I'm in the group basically, and fill out your information, then it tells me that you've officially joined. and then
Gotcha.
I can
Okay.
make you an admin. Yeah.
Okay.
What did you say, Tracy?
So does the chat, like the one that we've been using, is that going to stay active, or is there a different one now?
Yes. And the new people are going to come into that group.
Okay, cool.
Because then all of us who have been doing it can help too. And, you know, show our current foods and how we're doing with things and kind of share our experience.
So we're going to stay in it unless we tell you to take us out.
Yep. Or you take
right.
Or you take yourself out.
Yep.
Because
so
I don't,
everybody will stay.
I don't know that we can remove people from a chat, you know, on Facebook Messenger.
I think if you own it, you can. I've removed people before, so if you own it, you can. But you also can remove yourself. Like if it gets too much, always feel free to just mute the notifications and then go in and catch up when you want to catch up, right? So that if it's dinging too much, if we're having too much of a conversation, just mute it for a little bit and then go catch up whenever you want to catch up. So
yeah, totally.
A little chatty.
Do you guys know, can you just like mute one chat, or do you have to turn all your notifications off?
Yeah, I think you can mute a specific chat.
Yes, you can mute a chat specifically. You can with anyone, and you can do it for like a short period of time, or you can do it until like there's like 3 different time lengths. There's like very short, like an hour, and then there's like I want to say until you turn it back on type thing. Just turn notifications of chat off or something until.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it just, I don't know if you're going to be able to read this. Those are all your choices for the different times you can mute it. So you,
so how did you get to that?
Once you click mute notifications, that thing comes up to tell you, to say, okay, how long do you want to mute it? And then you can also, there's message notifications where like I'm getting notifications for all, but you could get it for none, or you know what I mean? So then the new stuff just comes into the chat, but you don't get notified every time.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and that's where you can change your text tone too. So if you want to know if it's the gut protocol people, you can set it to a different tone.
They've added that feature since the last time I looked at it. I have to be honest.
I've never even looked at that stuff.
My Facebook Messenger chats, they show up as like a pop-up on my screen, but they do not make noises on my phone. For my sanity in life, I took that away a few years ago. So that's why I'm not always like the fastest person to answer in a chat, because it's like, unless I'm looking at my phone, I'm not going to necessarily know that it's happening.
All right, perfect. Well, we're all set for a great week, and yeah, we'll see you guys soon.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Great seeing you guys.
Bye.